What's good, YouTube? It's AJ Productions here with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about the Cincinnati Bengals and what they're doing. So the Cincinnati Bengals have an insane wide receiver core that consists of T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and Jamar Chase. And they've made it to the Super Bowl, and they've been to the AFC Championship for 2 years in a row now. So the Cincinnati Bengals are proven, and they have a chance to push for a Super Bowl run in these next years to come up. Now, I'm going to be honest, I am a Kansas City Chiefs fan, but I'm unbiased, so I'm still willing to do a video on the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to be speaking about the potential they have and the moves that they made in the offseason to keep competing with the rest of the teams in the AFC. So the Bengals had a very good draft with defensive end Myles Murphy, and they picked him with the 28th pick. And I like that pick a lot because Myles Murphy is a very athletic defensive end. I went to Clemson, and we know Clemson has a very good defensive line and a good defense and a good D-line coach and stuff like that. So I think Myles Murphy is NFL ready. He's going to fit in with the Bengals defense very well. And another pick I loved was DJ Turner. Now, DJ Turner is like the fastest cornerback in the draft. He's very fast, and I think he's a solid cornerback. So he's going to fit in perfectly with the Bengals as well. And now one of my favorite picks was Jordan Battle. Now, Jordan Battle is going to be a very good replacement for Jesse Bates. And obviously he's not as good as Jesse Bates, but he could be a very good player. Losing Jesse Bates and Von Bell was pretty rough, but replacing them by adding some good stars into the secondary in the draft was a very good move by the Cincinnati Bengals. I also like the Charlie Jones pick a lot. I think he has the ability to develop into a good wide receiver, and that's just going to add on to their wide receiver core. And also Chase Brown. Now, Chase Brown is one of my favorite picks for the Bengals because they have Joe Mixon, who I think is a good running back. Putting Chase Brown behind him is going to be something very good. And the Cincinnati Bengals are just cooking up something special, man, honestly. And getting Andre Isavaz, I don't know how to say his name. He's also a very good wide receiver. I like how he has every skill. He has a very wide skill set and a wide variety of things he could do. So I'd love to see him on the Bengals as well with Jamar chasing him. And the other two picks was Brad Robbins, just a punter, and then DJ Ivy. So the Cincinnati Bengals are making some good moves, and they're just adding on to what they've been doing these past years. Having Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and all these players that's very young, it's honestly good, man. It's very good. And getting someone like Orlando Brown. Now, Orlando Brown didn't do too well for the Kansas City Chiefs, but I do think he'll fit in with the Bengals offensive scheme way better, and he's a perfect old lineman for them because they have a different type of system than the Kansas City Chiefs, so I could see him working out better for them. But yeah, he definitely could work out better for the Bengals, and the Bengals defense is still going to be good because their defensive coordinators are very good defensive coordinators, so I think their defense is going to be good regardless. And then you have Irv Smith Jr., who's a solid tight end. He's a very solid tight end. I mean, his numbers isn't all of that, but I've seen him make some plays, and I think he could do all right with the Bengals. So the Bengals are still going to be good regardless. And after losing Hayden Hurst, I do think Irv Smith is better than Hayden Hurst, so I think he's a solid replacement for him. So yeah, man, having all these solid players on your team, and especially the wide receiver core, just goes to show you that the Bengals are going to be here to stay. Now, a lot of people don't like the fact that the Bengals, Bills, and Jags, Chiefs, man, those teams are just going to be here to stay in the AFC. Like, they're going to be a very good team. They're going to compete for years. And the Bengals are going to keep making the playoffs. And this is the truth. Like, you have to honestly say it. They're going to keep making the playoffs. You can't have Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd, young wide receivers that's very good at what they do. And then you have a very good defense with Joe Burrow, who's obviously going to be one of the greatest quarterbacks in this generation, and he's going to be very good for years to come. So we're going to have to be worried about the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the honest truth, and they're going to be a scary team for years to come in the NFL. Their coaches is good. Like, they're doing everything right. They're playing their cards right, and the Super Bowl is probably going to come for them in the near future. And I just want to know, what do Bengals fans think? Like, let me know in the comments. Am I right about what I'm saying? I mean, young team, good defense, good offense, good coaches, play with heart. So I just see the Bengals being here for a long time, man. Very good team. T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, that duo has to stay. Like, the Bengals got to find a way to pay them. Because you're going to want all these good players to stay together, man. Joe Burrow, who's going to obviously get a fat contract unless he takes a pay cut. But Joe Burrow is going to get a fat contract. Like, that's no secret. He deserves it. Very good player. He's a top 5 quarterback for sure, probably top 3. Yeah, he's definitely top 3 quarterback. So he deserves the contract. And Jamal Chase last season was a top 3, top 5 wide receiver. And you got T. Higgins, who's a top 3 wide receiver too. So it's really looking good for the Cincinnati Bengals. If they could just keep this team together, and they'll be very good and they'll be fine, man. And it just has to be a great time to be a Bengals fan. Like, it has to be a great time to be a Bengals fan. Years of losing, and then now y'all are finally winning. Y'all finally have a great roster on the east side. So I see why Bengals fans be so happy about the Bengals, because this is a time they've never seen, and I know it's very good for them to see, because as a Chiefs fan, we was losing for years and years and finally won, and now that's what it's looked like for the Bengals. The Bengals are likely going to run a ring in this generation, and like I said, I'm unbiased, man, so I'm going to give the Bengals their credit. They're a very good team. If they don't win a ring, they're definitely going to be in the playoff contention for years to come, and all they got to do is just keep this squad right, keep everybody together. Keep this squad right, keep everybody together, and they'll be absolutely fine. And T. Higgins, man, like, he's just a monster. T. Higgins is a very good player. You throw it up to him, he's going to catch the ball. He's going to bring it down. Jamal Chase, same with him, but he has insane route running. He's very quick. He works well in the screen game. And like I said, as a Chiefs fan, I know a lot about Jamal Chase. I've seen what he did to our defense. And he's a very talented player. T. Higgins as well. Joe Burrow. So that trio is something very special, and Bengals fans should not take that for granted. When you have that trio, when you have a trio like that, like, you're almost guaranteed to make the playoffs a lot. Because, I mean, bro, who's stopping Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Jamal Chase? Who's stopping that? And you have Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon. Like, the Bengals are kind of like a super team, and I respect the Bengals a lot. And they're obviously going to compete for years to come. And yeah, man, so I just wanted to wrap that up. If y'all enjoyed this video, let me know. But before I end this video, I'm going to talk to y'all for a minute. Now, what teams do y'all want to see me do next? Because I haven't done the Eagles yet. I haven't done the Texans yet. So it's still some teams I haven't done. It's a lot of teams I haven't done, actually. I haven't done the Vikings yet. So yeah, man, let me know what you want me to do. I've done the Steelers. I haven't done the Ravens yet. Actually, I think I'm going to do the Ravens next, yeah, because I've been trying to do every team in that division. So far, I've done the Steelers and the Browns, and now this is going to be my Bengals vid. So next, we're going to do the Ravens. That's what I've been trying to do, every team in every division. When I get monetized, I'm going to run it back and do that again. That's just going to be how I'm going to do it. That's how I'm going to do my videos about every team in every division. So next, I will be doing a Ravens vid, because I think they're going to be very good as well with the new additions, Lamar Jackson, Zay Flowers, OBJ. The Ravens are going to be very fun to watch, and that division as a whole is going to be fun to watch. Very talented 4 teams, and I just can't wait to see them go at it, man. It's been your boy AJ Productions, and I'm out, man. Peace.